watching Let's Chat.
Well, May is Better Hearing and Speech Month, and I'm here today with the Hamilton County Health Department and the Speech and Hearing Center to talk to us about raising awareness for this. Thank you so much for coming on. Taylor Bostwick, President and CEO of the Speech and Hearing Center, and my friend Dr. Stephen Miller with the Hamilton County Health Department.
Good to see you again, Annie.
Good to see you both. So talk to me about May being Better Hearing and Speech Month, and why is the health department partnering with you? Why is this important?
Well, so it makes sense for us to partner together. We're both focused on community health. We're a nonprofit, and communication disorders are widespread. So the statistic is that 1 in 10 people have a hearing or a speech deficit.
Wow.
And so if you translate that to Hamilton County, we're talking about 35,000 people.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so it's a widespread problem, and it's something that changes the trajectory of someone's life. So it needs intervention.
Would you say there's a lot of people with hearing loss that aren't reporting it and they're just living with it?
Exactly. How many of us have relatives who will go into the home and the TV is turned all the way up?
Yes.
Or we actually dread going out to eat with them because we have to keep repeating ourselves.
Yes, sir.
So we know many friends and family members that could stand to have their hearing checked.
And you want to be patient with it, but like with you know, like maybe an older parent, you find yourself almost getting snippy and it affecting the relationship.
It truly does.
Yeah, could you encourage people? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, well, and it isolates them.
Yeah.
So they're losing, they might not be able to hear their grandchildren. They
Right.
might not be able to communicate with family members. And they've proven that untreated hearing loss puts you on that slippery slope to dementia.
Oh,
so
I
it's so
know.
important to treat it.
I've read that. And are there reasons why they're tied together? Because I've heard that scary.
I'll let you talk about the brain and hearing and how it's all connected.
Yeah, it is all connected, because one of the things that we feel will help keep Alzheimer's dementia at bay is constant interaction with the environment, the outside world, and anything that limits that, anything that makes you not leave the confines of your home or talk to people anymore is going to hasten that progress.
That's interesting. So it's more like a social effect where you can't hear, so you isolate yourself, and then that isolation is what can you know, encourage dementia.
It truly does.
Wow. So what are some of the signs of hearing loss other than that TV real loud that you might see?
Somebody asking to repeat over and over, or wanting to avoid noisy environments like go into a restaurant. You see someone pulling back, you know, and you can tell that they're not really understanding what they said, what you said. Maybe they're just nodding and smiling. You can usually tell when someone you know really can't hear what you're saying.
Wow.
And that's when you need to speak up. If you see something, say something.
And in our children, as we see if their speech does not seem to be developing as well as their peers, if we're having comments by their teacher that they don't seem to be attentive in class, we need to take that into consideration, that it could be hearing as well as getting their vision checked. So.
Is there any way to prevent this, or is it just like, this is happening to me, I guess I'm along for the ride?
Well, there's two different types of hearing loss. It's genetic. There's no way to prevent that. But there is a way to prevent the other type of hearing loss where you're exposed to a loud sound, or you are...
Well, take precautions. If you're going to be out working with loud equipment, machinery, going to concerts, if it's loud enough to make your ears ring, if you're having ringing in your ears for several minutes thereafter, even hours thereafter, in the future, you need to take some earplugs, muffles or something, or maybe avoid that venue.
When I work out, I've had a notification on my phone that says my music is too loud.
Yes.
And then I'll have ringing that night, and it's almost like, oh my gosh,
we tend to listen around 110 decibels, and really anything continuously over 75 decibels is not safe.
Right. Well, how can people get more help? Who do they contact?
Well, they can contact us at the Speech and Hearing Center. So we are a nonprofit, and we see everyone of all ages, regardless of their ability to pay. So we take private patients, and that helps us subsidize the coverage of those who can't afford our services. So when you come see the providers at the Speech and Hearing Center, you're helping those in your community that can't hear or speak get help.
Asking for a friend. Can someone call on behalf of like a parent?
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Yes. Well, so if you call in and express concern about it and want to schedule an evaluation, you can.
Right.
You just got to get your parent there.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you both so much for coming on and spreading awareness about this. It's interesting, and to hear how many people are suffering from hearing loss is eye-opening.
It is.
So go check them out. Speechhearing.com is what I have here. 423-622-6900 and their Facebook page, the Speech and Hearing Center. Thank you both for coming on. It's nice to see both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Check them out. Thanks so much for watching Let's Chat today. It was a great show. A lot of information given at you today. But 35,000 people suffering with hearing loss in Hamilton County is an eye-opening number. So speechhearing.com. Thanks so much for coming on.